Hello, heathens and faithfuls. It is I, Afro Skeptic, and I'm gonna try this video again. Previously, I tried to react to some TikToks that show evidence for God or if God is real, and it broke me a little, a lot, um, a lot. But I said I would try again, give them another go, another chance, because I'm pretty sure that somebody somewhere out there has proof that will convince me that all of this is real, and then I can make better decisions. I won't convert, but I will acknowledge that this exists, and then we can move forward from there. But I'm just stuck at this first roadblock of is it real? So let's see if these TikToks will be able to prove it. Okay, real proof that Jesus was real. Okay,
Real proof that Jesus was real.
okay.
His birthplace, the Jordan River where he was baptized, Golgotha where he was crucified, holy face of Jesus, Jesus' blood.
Okay. Not off to a strong start. My issue isn't even if this Jesus guy was real. My issue is, was he the Son of God? Okay, we have some Jesus blood, right? So that's DNA. I think that's how DNA works. That's something. Is there something in the blood that shows us that the person who had this blood was a demigod? Like, that would be cool if they let scientists look at it and they're like, oh my gosh, this person only had one parent. It was only, the mom, and the other DNA is so complicated, out of this world. It must be something we can't explain. It doesn't even have to conclude God. It can be something we can't explain. I think that would be really cool. Uh, but open up with like proof he was real, birthplace, where he was baptized, where he died. Okay, proof Spider-Man was real. Here's where he went to school. This is where he got bit. This is the city he saves on a regular. Like, just because a book says something is real and the book has real places, that doesn't mean the book is real. Spider-Man is not real. I'm sorry to break it to anyone who believed he was, but he's not. Just because the Jordan River exists doesn't mean Jesus did. This is stupid. Okay, I'm not wasting time with this anymore. Let's go to the next one. Oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. I still have hope. This is what God really looks like. All right, let's go. Should I point as well? Who is this man they keep using? Even in the previous video, he was like this. Okay, I'm gonna try to take it seriously. First of all, nobody would know what God looks like because every time somebody tried to sneak a peek, God would kill him. Second of all, do I really have to? This is so dumb. Ugh, it's so painful to watch, man. No, no, give me real things. I want to believe. I want to believe. How are you guys gonna convert all these atheists? Truly. Next one. Hopefully, this is it. I should stop holding my breath. Jesus is alive and watching. Everyone share. All right. Is this the moment? I always wondered why we didn't see miracles anymore ever since we got like phones and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to actually seeing one via a phone. Let's go. Okay, what am I looking at? Isn't that the sun? Isn't that the sun? Isn't that the sun? Isn't that the sun? What am I looking at? What? Uh, the sad thing is, I actually really would like something cool to happen. And they just keep doing this to me. Like, I'm hurt. I'm not even gonna believe it. I'm hurting. OMG, the clouds exist. Literally. Are people. We shouldn't. Isn't that the sun? Uh, right? Like, cloud watching is fun. But I just. No. 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 Okay. No. I. Wow. Next. Next. No. No. God showed himself to me today. Okay. We have a
So my
story.
tire popped. I'm on the side of the highway.
Okay. This is a miracle, I assume.
Hold on, I just want to show y'all that God is real. If this ain't indication that God's real, I don't know what. So my tire popped. I'm on the side of the highway. Y'all see how my car is faced, so that means I'm gonna have to spin. So I was all the way on the left. My tire popped. I don't even
Damn.
know how, because as you can see, it's a full tread. And then I don't know what
Oof.
happened to my bumper or whatever. I thought somebody hit me, but nobody did. I'm all the way on this side. Look how where my car is turned. Y'all, my tire popped. I spit off the highway and landed perfectly right here. Not a scratch on me. Yeah, my car a little messed up, but baby, on ongoing traffic, I was supposed to get hit. Y'all see how busy this highway is? Wait, perfectly on this side of the highway.
God is real. Why is he trying to kill you? ah. Uh. Wow. Freak accidents are, I mean, they're called freak accidents. Like, we have a specific category for things like this. This is just a freak accident. Like, if God had carried your car up and placed it on the side of the road, now we're talking. That's a miracle. That's crazy. If you had taken a video of God lifting up your car and putting it on the side of the highway. Like that's the level of miracles I want Christians to be looking out for. Like this God of yours used to split, waters, make walls of water side by side, turn water into wine, walking on water. Like the miracles used to be so cool, and now it's cloud watching and a freak accident. No. Next one.
If you scroll away from this video, what are you doing?
Scrolling away from the video. The fuck?
This little girl ran away from her mom, and her mom was trying to find her everywhere.
Okay, have y'all seen those leashes people put their children on? A child running away from his mom isn't an out of pocket thing.
But then, in the corner of her eye, she sees the little girl trying to help Jesus.
I mean, kids do weird things all the time. Why can't this be one of the weird things kids do?
What that little girl didn't know is that this was a statue.
Are we sure? Are we sure the little girl didn't know? Are we
She
sure?
was trying to help Jesus carry the cross.
Also, these family content things, I never trust them. Who's to say this Christian mom didn't tell her kid to go and try and lift that cross so she can get a cute little picture for Facebook and tell us this story? Who's to say the kid was just whiling out and the mom took a picture being like, oh, that's cute, and you're reading into things being like, the kid didn't know it was a statue? Like, who's to say? You're just reading into things now, right? Let me, I'm gonna give you what I would see as a miracle. If that statue, right, got up, put the cross down, was like, hey, little kid, I'm just a statue. I'm Jesus. Let me take you to your mom so you don't get taken by some random people in the street. I got you. And this statue walked over to the mom and handed the mom this kid. Now we can start talking. Okay, I mean, you're gonna have to prove to me that it stayed a statue the whole time, but it's better than a kid is trying to live something in the streets. Have you met children?
If you love Jesus, type in the comments, I love Jesus, and follow for more. If you
Okay. This can't be serious. Christians aren't being serious. Is this a parody? Am I finding parodies? The thing is, I always think it's a joke. And then I go in the comments and there are people like this. People that are taking this seriously. Is it sarcasm? And am I not getting the joke? Because you can't take this seriously. Okay, next. Next one. Oh, Joe Rogan.
time once and survive.
Okay. Jesus is the truth.
One place, where would you go? If you had one shot, you can go back in time once and survive and come back to the future. Where would you go?
Oh my gosh, do you guys remember Time Space? Time travel? You know that cartoon where they used to time travel? That was fun.
Jesus. Jesus. What if there was nobody there? Be even better. I get alone myself, just me and Jesus. No, I mean, what if Jesus wasn't there? What if you
That's a good question from Joe Rogan. I'd never say that. But that's a good question. What if Jesus wasn't there? Then what?
go back? You're like, I just want to go see Jesus. And like, okay, what time? He
Right? Where? Like if you had to put in the time, like the year, the coordinates, everything, how would you know where to go?
he's there. Do you think there's a real Jesus? Mm-hmm. Definitely.
See, he's not even going to entertain the possibility that there wouldn't be a Jesus. I can entertain if I put in the time, year 32 or 31, whatever, and I go back and I see Jesus. I can entertain that. I'll try to have a conversation with him. And he's a talkative dude. Maybe he'll get to talk to me, but like, I'm of this persuasion. I don't know how he might feel about this.
Absolutely. 1,000%. What makes you convinced? My faith. So you think the real truth was that he actually was the Son of God? Yes. It'd be amazing if it was true. It is amazing. I believe you. I believe that you believe that. Would you like to be introduced to Jesus? Uh, Listen, I think the concept of Jesus is absolutely amazing. And if Jesus came here and wanted to visit me, I would be psyched.
All of us, you and me, Joe. I don't like agreeing with Joe Rogan. But you!
Would you like to know Jesus?
But then, am I hallucinating?
In what way? I can put my pastor on your show. I'm good. Jesus is everywhere. He's in this room, he's in the world, he's in the universe. But
Are they high when they do this show? They're high when they do this show, right? Because these are not answers.
the aliens that you want so desperately to be real or have the concept of them being real, that's Jesus.
Did he just call Jesus an alien?
That is
I guess in America he would be.
Jesus. Jesus and God are everywhere. They're everywhere. Every time you look at a flower that blooms,
They are high when they do this. I see smoke.
or you look at one of your children, you're like, that's Jesus.
My child is Jesus? What is going on? I'm gonna excuse that this is drugs and again not entertain this. I'm sad that I didn't actually engage with the possibility that there might not be a Jesus and how would he feel? And he was just like, nah, there has to be. There has to be. I know there is. I have faith, and how can you know something and have faith in it? If you know something, you don't need to have faith in it. But yeah,
That is
whatever.
Jesus. That is God.
Jesus is an alien, a flower, and a baby. That's all I got from that one. Okay, last one. And if you like this type of content, probably subscribe and like. Otherwise, I will not be motivated to do these TikTok reactions again because it is painful. I'm losing my mind. But if I get enough clout for it, I will have to continue because I like attention. Okay, I used to see this video going around a lot, but I always ignored it. Why? Because I don't like her. I don't like this girl. I don't know her personally. I don't like her. Something about her energy just throws me off. I feel that way about a lot of celebrities, and she's one of them. I don't know why I played the other one, but I won't play this one.
Secret, this building that I'm in right now built itself. You believe me?
I can't believe this is the video that caused so much havoc in the streets. The building built itself. Okay, at least this I can engage with somewhat intellectually. Okay, we have evidence of buildings being built. Okay, okay. Every building we have ever seen has been built. All right, we have seen it happen. We know people that made it happen. Okay, right. Now, if you try to take this into the universe, right, we have not seen more than one universe. Even this universe, we have not seen it being made by a god. We've seen gravity, we've seen forces, we've seen matter, we've seen a lot of things that go towards, colliding and meeting and pulling each other until they're in a stable state to produce something, to make something, so that they can just be stable, right? But we have not seen a God being like, okay, you carbon, two oxygens, I'm gonna screw you two together, and then boom, carbon dioxide. Like, we have not seen that happen. So until we see that happen, we cannot conclude that the universe was made at all. Okay?
You don't? Why? Have you ever met the builder of this building? Seen the builder of this building? Do you know their name? If you believe someone built this building, why? Is it because the
I do not believe that someone built the building. I know someone did because I have seen buildings being built multiple times by multiple different people. So many times, so I know it is possible.
building exists and you know buildings don't build themselves? You're right.
Yes, we know buildings don't build themselves. That's correct. But we do not know that universes don't make themselves. We do not know that.
Logical thinking. For this building to exist, someone or something had to build it. So if a building is proof of a builder, painting is proof of a painter, and them
Okay.
existing is all the proof you need to know that there was a builder and a painter. Why is creation not
Because you call it create, just because you call it creation, it doesn't mean that it was created. Right? Saying, oh, create, you guys call it creation. We don't call it creation. It's the name that you attribute it to. So if you hear the word creation, your mind tries to fill in the gap and be like, oh, if this is called a creation, that means there must be a creator. Don't call it creation, call it the universe. And then your mind won't have to fill in that gap with nonsense.
proof of a creator? Why is the existence of water, trees, and birds, humans, why is the existence of us not proof enough when
Because I've seen that humans are made through six. I've seen that water comes from comets hitting stuff and chemical reactions and all this. I've seen all that stuff. Again, if unless I see the god actually screw on two hydrogens to an oxygen, then I can't say, oh, yeah, God did that.
we cannot create any of these things?
We can. We can definitely create water. Definitely. Most chemical reactions you do in high school, your byproduct is water.
Science is not separate from God. It's not God or science. Science is the explanation of God's creations.
Okay, you see? You see, that's the problem. Christians are always hijacking science. Okay? You had God as an explanation, and we had no penicillin. People were being tortured for discussing that the world isn't flat and that gravity was a thing. That's what not God, that's what religion you did for God, right? But now science is like, okay, we can acknowledge when we're wrong, we're gonna do the scientific method, we're gonna figure this shit out, we're gonna do ABC, 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 and now you wanna come in and take credit. Every time a scientist does something, you wanna be like, Yeah, in this ancient book, it says that he turns water into wine. Therefore, us having wine means that God exists. Like, it's just so frustrating. It's like nothing science does will ever be enough for these people. Scientists could create a person from scratch, and they would still be like, yeah, because God said we can be like him, and you can only do this because God exists. There's nothing science can do to get through to these people. Scientists tell you that God is not real, but scientists don't do that. There are a lot of scientists that are religious. Just because you're a scientist doesn't mean you don't believe in God. It just so happens that most of the scientists who do biology and physics tend to not believe in God because they understand how the world functions. So shouldn't we believe these people that spend the most time with these things when they say this? Science doesn't tell us that. How do you little see? But science doesn't tell us that. No, I'm out. Disappointed yet again. Surprised? No. No, I'm not surprised. And that's what makes me mad. I want to be surprised. I want to be shocked. Like, I'm bored, y'all. Like, damn, things are happening in the world. And if somebody can fall from the sky and disappear a bunch of Christians, that would be pretty cool, you know? Give a little excitement into the world. Where's the rapture? It's about time. But alas, here I am in the same timeline as China. What did we learn? That unless this blows up, I'm never doing this again. This was torturous. I hate this actually. But if you liked it, subscribe, comment, like, share, do all those things, and I'll see you next time.